If we could fast forward to June, where and how do you see yourself?
Hopefully competing for finals. This is the goal of our team, organization, to bring in championships. I know we had a thing last year, I think we lost game 1 to Olympiacos. And the president said this is the first time in I don't know how many years that Panathinaikos would not win a championship. So that just right there kind of gives you the idea of what we desire.
Panathinaikos has a streak of at least one title in the past 23 years. How do you explain the fact that he hasn't advanced to EuroLeague Final Four in the past 6?
I mean, it's difficult. It's not easy. For anybody that feels like it's easy or it should just happen, it's not like that. It doesn't work out like that. It can come down to one possession, come down to 2 plays, it come down to many different factors. And it's something that we strive hard for. It's something that we want. We've had an opportunity to compete, to go to the Final Four every year. I don't remember the last time Panathinaikos hasn't made the playoffs. But we're competing every year to get there, and it's our goal to get there. I want everybody to understand that it's just not the easiest thing to do. So when we do accomplish this, and when it will happen, understand that we put everything into it.
Mm-hmm. You've been playing abroad the past 10 years. How does it feel for you, being away from the US?
It's difficult during times, around the holidays, things like that, where you spend most of your time with your family. That's probably the hardest part of being overseas. But at the same time, we get to experience so many different things, so many different lifestyles, so many different cultures. And that's just the joy and the beauty of it. Living in America, a lot of people can tend to be closed off, to the rest of the world. You don't think outside the box. You don't think that there's anything else out there that could be better, So to be able to travel, the world and play professionally, doing what we love, is just an amazing opportunity, an amazing experience, and we have to just enjoy it, accept it, and, live through it.
6 of these 10 years, you've been in Greece and Panathinaikos. How much of a Greek and how much of Panathinaikos do you feel?
I just feel like this is a second home for me. It's been like this, Panathinaikos brought me in with open arms after my trade from Malaga in 2012. And, to still be considered, an important player for the club all these years, I mean, it's a blessing. Not many people get this opportunity, especially to play in a gym like this with the fans like, Panathinaikos. So it's just, it's an experience, something I'm just enjoying, living through, and I just hope that it doesn't end.
Getting to know the Greek mentality all these years, what do you think of the Greek fans? Their mentality?
They're really passionate. Some of the most passionate fans I've ever played in front of. And I played in a lot of different countries, but the Greeks in general, they're really passionate about their sports. They're really passionate about their clubs, and that brings the energy that you can't explain through words. You have to see it for yourself.
You've got the second longest tenure here in Panathinaikos after Mike Batiste. He was here for 9+1 years. At the end of your career, how would you want people to remember you?
As a winner. I want to be remembered as a winner. I don't. Granted, all the teams and the situations and the clubs that I've played for and being here, as many years as I've been here, I want to be remembered as a winner. To know that I could be on a team and I could help a team win.
Just like Mike Batiste, you've played in more than one position. How hard is it for you to evolve as a player, and which position do you enjoy the most?
Honestly, basketball now isn't really based on positions. You have your point guard, you have your centers, you have your shooters, you have your power forwards. But at the end of the day, when I got here at Panathinaikos, my coach was Argyris Pagilakis, and it wasn't position specific because everybody at one point would have the basketball and have to make a decision, whether you are on the inside or on the outside. He wanted everybody to feel like they were a point guard, and being able to make plays for the next person. And so for me, it doesn't matter what position I'm at. It just matters if I'm on the floor or not. I really want to play. I really want to help a team win. And if they tell me I got to play the 5 to be on the floor, I'll play the 5. If I got to be the 4 to be on the floor, I'll play the 4. If I got to defend the point guard or whoever else, whatever the team needs so that I can be on the floor, that's just what I'm willing to do. So I don't really put myself in a position.
We've seen you dunking a lot of times after Nikolathis alley-oop passes. How is it for you now? And if you've seen it so many times, how hard is it for the opposite team to defend that?
It's got to be pretty hard because it just keeps happening. And I know we watch tape, we watch video, you practice, you see it, you understand, what the rules are on the defense. But at the end of the day, some things you just can't stop. This is one of those things that, we have a connection on. We have it's a read that we kind of it's a feeling. It's not a play. It's not something that's drawn up. It's something that's just spur of the moment. When Nick and I have that connection, Nick is such a great passer. He's such a good player. He impacts the game so much that you have to respect him. You have to defend him. And when you put players around him, it makes it easier for him. It makes it easier for him. And the connection that we have is just, you don't see too many players with that type of connection.
You were with the Spurs back in 2010, and in one game in Mexico against Clippers, you saw Manu Ginobili draw the last play, winning play. Would you ever become a coach, or which one of your teammates would you think,
honestly,
and a good one for that?
Honestly, my idea after basketball is to become a coach. I really haven't given it thought. I love working with kids, but I feel like I wouldn't be able to coach kids, because I want to win so much. I don't have the patience, to deal with that. And not only the kids, it's more so the parents. I love the kids, it's the parents, that try to set the high expectations for kids that may not be the type of players they want them to be and things like this. But for me, I would like to coach at the professional level. I feel like I could be a top coach. I'm a student of the game. I watch basketball. I love basketball, I live and breathe basketball, so when basketball's done, I'm still trying to figure out how I can be involved in some way. And, talking with my family, talking to friends that have transitioned from basketball to things after basketball. One thing I really feel that's like a calling for me is to be a coach.
Manu Ginobili stopped because he wanted to. Colin Kaepernick hasn't played since 2016 because the owners of the NFL teams don't want him to offer a contract. So the new ad says, believe in something, even if it means sacrifice everything. What's that something for you, and what would you sacrifice for it?
To win a championship, to be, the best that you want to be at something, you got to be willing to do things that nobody else is willing to do. If you never won a championship before, maybe you got to change up some of the things you're doing. Maybe you got to sacrifice some of your time that you spend with friends and family to be alone, to be in the gym, to be working on your craft. Maybe you got to sacrifice, some of the food you eat. Maybe you got to sacrifice, a lot of things in your life that'll give you that ability to reach the point that you really want to get to. Not everybody's great because not everybody's willing to do what it takes to be great. So when you hear sacrifice something, to believe in what you want, and for it to happen, you have to sacrifice a lot. You lose a lot of friends, you lose a lot of people, in that circle. But the people that really believe in you, the people that really understand what you're doing and what you're trying to achieve, they respect that, And so it's difficult being an athlete. It's difficult being in our position. But at the end of the day, when you want to be the greatest at something, you got to sacrifice a lot.
And we're going to finish with the lightning round. Are you ready for it? So, souvlaki or pizza?
Souvlaki.
Burger or chicken wings?
Chicken wings.
Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Dunk or block?
Dunk.
Jordan or LeBron?
Jordan.
Messi or Cristiano?
Messi.
Washington or Athens?
Washington.
James Beast or James Gist Airlines?
James the Beast.
Braids or shaved head?
Dreads.
Practice or talk to the press?
Practice.
Okay, man.